Yeah, hi there. This is Fourth and Pain, and we're trying to figure out how to do the P. See, we got the 4 down pretty good, but we don't quite know the P. No, we
Let's go use the bathroom for the
P. We need to go consult our local Crips for hand signs. Hi there, Fourth and Pain, the only pro wrestling show host, an NFL player, and a weight loss champion. He's Redskins defensive end. Adam Carriker, the largest arms on the defensive line, and it's going to be one of those shows.
It's going to be one of those shows.
I am weight loss champion.
Stop touching me.
Chuck Carroll. And for the record, I am not touching him. I'm coming awfully close.
You can't see everything with that camera. That's the scary part.
I'm not touching him.
Can't
Hi
use it
there.
for evidence.
Full show today. Can't waste any time with our juvenile shenanigans, but man, well, I mean, we could, but that's just not professional. And I do like to set the standard of professionalism when we broadcast. I like to say, hey, we are broadcast professionals.
I like to have fun. Let's have fun.
All right, there. It's Amateur Hour with Adam Carriker. I am radio professional Chuck Carroll. This is Fourth and Pain. And as I said,
short.
We do. What does that have to do with anything?
All right, let's get serious. Quit messing around.
What is it? Yes.
Tired of you messing around.
Come on. All right. So full plate today. Full plate today. Man, you know, you're coming off of Fan Appreciation Day out at Redskins Park. We are on the eve of your first actual preseason game. You got to be pretty pumped up to go out there and hit somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Taking a trip up to Buffalo. Plus, oh, by the way, we're going to dial up Colorado.
We are. Get the misses on the line again.
It's time to check in on Peyton's pulse.
The Peyton Pulse.
The Peyton Pulse. And then, you know what? We're going to take your questions, obviously, in the mailbag segment. Redskins, wrestling, whatever it is you want to talk to us about. Plus, did you know this week, we have, for the first time together ever in the history of interviews, Earl, the most well-known official in pro wrestling history, and his son, Brian. We have the Hebners.
Earl Hebner and Brian Hebner, man. Earl's been around forever. And Brian, as it turns out, as well as his father, are huge Redskins fans. I had no idea until all of a sudden we connected on Twitter. I look at his background. It's all about Redskins. He hooks me up backstage at TNA. These dudes are huge Redskins fans locally from Virginia, so I thought that was very, very cool.
Huge is the understatement. You know, this past week he was texting me. He was in the middle of his fantasy draft. He's like, okay, give me the Redskins' top 3 receivers. No kidding.
I remember you telling me that. You actually said to draft Doug Worthington, which I thought was pretty funny.
He has amazing hands, agile hands. I'm really lobbying hard. Kyle and Mike Shanahan, just put number 90, split him out wide to the right.
How do you know he has amazing hands?
Moving right along.
You've seen him catch a football. That would have been the simple answer.
Hey, man, I'm just playing up the bit. This is radio.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, he was asking for fantasy advice, so I gave him, I think I said Garcon, Moss, and Morgan would be my my top picks. No offense to anybody else. I think that Brandon Banks could be a sleeper. He has been looking awfully good out there in practice, but we'll touch on that perhaps with the Hebners down the line. And then I want to get into a little bit of a debate with you, if you will. Not so much a debate. I just kind of want to see where your head's at. Having been a quarterback in high school, put yourself in those shoes, and then draw on that experience and talk to me a little bit about what Mark Sanchez is going through now that Tim Tebow has come to town and it's a circus up in New York.
I think that will be a fun little debate. I look forward to that. I think it's going to be very interesting.
I think I have a sneaking suspicion, we haven't talked about this ahead of time, but I have a sneaking suspicion you and I are going to see things very differently, thus the debate.
That's how it tends to usually be between us. We don't tend to agree on a ton of things.
We don't see
You're
eye
wrong
to
a
eye.
lot.
Huh? We don't see eye to eye.
We don't see eye to eye.
That's called self-deprecating humor. But let's start things off as we always do here on Fourth and Pain by talking a little bit about the Washington Redskins. Man, last weekend you guys had 24,000 and change show up for Fan Appreciation Day at Redskins Park for a practice.
Yeah, I love Fan Appreciation Day. I look forward to it every year. It's the one day every year where we get to, we have the practice. Fans they surround all of our fields. They watch us. But then afterwards, we get to kind of hang out with them, chat with them, sign autographs. We get about 20, 30 minutes where we just, we interact with the fans. It's really the only day every year we do anything like this. So I always look forward to it every year.
24,000 though. I mean, I want to take some time and quantify this number because that is more than some NFL teams draw on a Sunday. If you're having a bad season and it's late in the year in December when it's brutally cold outside, you're going to have a tough time filling those seats. And to do that on a brutally hot, nearly 100-degree day, nay, a cloud in the sky out in Ashburn, to draw that kind of crowd, that is amazing. I think that bodes well for the excitement surrounding this team this season.
Oh, absolutely. I think it just shows the excitement. I think it shows just the kind of loyalty the fans around here have. Obviously we've got some new players on the team, but every year these fans, they're some of the best fans in the world, definitely in the entire NFL. And I love playing in front of these fans. I absolutely do.
Well, let's touch a little bit about this because rumor has it your wife was out there this past weekend and would not let you leave without getting your autograph. And so I'm just curious how this works, seeing as though I know for a fact that your wife is in Colorado. How was your wife also out at Redskins Park? Please to be clarifying this for me.
So what happened was I'm signing autographs, and, we get 20, 30 minutes to sign autographs, interact with the fans. And, once that time is up, the horn blows. We go, we got to go to meetings and, go to the weight room or whatever's going on next. And so the horn blows, I turn around, and I'm walking away. Excuse me, and I hear this lady just, yell, no, come back. I only came to see you, Carriker, come back. You're my husband. And when I heard her say this, I just, stopped dead in my tracks. I didn't even turn around. I'm walking away, I just stopped in my tracks. And it's like I'm trying to look behind me and see who's saying this to me without actually turning around and looking. But anyways, I turned around, and she's, decked out in her Redskins gear. She got a little boy with her. And I was really conflicted as to what to do because obviously she's like, you're the only one I came here. You're the only one I want to see, get an autograph from. So obviously she's a huge fan. So I feel an obligation, to go back and, give her an autograph, and high five the little boy and all this. But part of me is like, I don't know that my wife would appreciate this. I mean, I'm clearly not your husband. I am clearly married to somebody else. But it was like, I think we're just having fun. It's just fans being fans. So I went back, chatted it up. She even tweeted me today. I'm glad I got to meet my husband and all that. So, oh, man. But it was very cool. It was very cool just to have people that excited to see you, be around you, and just, it's a very special situation when people just, they want your autograph and they just want to meet you. So that's very cool. And seriously, look at me. Who wouldn't want to date me? Seriously.
This guy right here, not so much.
Well, I'm glad you had to clarify.
Yeah, well, just letting you know. So anyway, yeah, man, I wasn't out there because I was actually on a date with a young lady.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you. I'm trying so hard, man. I really am.
Almost a year.
I'm trying so hard, and the harder I try, the worse it gets.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe I should just let it come to me. I don't know. But that's
I don't
a
think
topic
that worked
for
either.
No intended.
All right, let's go.
I don't know what to do.
Sorry.
Yeah, moving right along.
Let's be
here.
professional.
Yeah, damn it, professional. I understand it got a little bit chippy out there. Maybe it's because you guys have been at this for a little over a couple weeks now. You're hitting the same guys day in, day out. The heat's been relentless. Now you're finally getting some relief this Thursday night up in Buffalo. I mean, how much are you looking forward to actually hitting somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, as far as the chippiness, there was a couple little scuffles out there on Saturday during fan day. Really the first scuffles we've had of camp. And everyone's always excited to come back, get the season going, excited for training camp. But once you've been here about 2 weeks or however long we've been here, and it's been 100 degrees, it's hot and it's humid, and you're seeing the same dudes all day, every day for 12, 13 hours a day, tempers can flare. It just happens. So it was no big deal. But as far as this Thursday, that's why you look forward to the preseason game, so that you can hit somebody else, you can see somebody else, and you can take that frustration out on somebody else. That's why we play the game, is to have fun, compete, and beat the opposing team. So,
did any ill feelings carry over to the next day, or is it pretty much water under the bridge at this point?
No, I don't think so. I mean, brothers fight. It happens. I mean, I'm sure you got picked on a lot by your sister, so I mean, stuff just happens.
First of all, I don't have a sister. Second of all, I was the bully of the family, believe it or not. This nice guy right here was the bully.
What'd you do, have a bunch of hamsters? You picked on the hamsters?
I have a brother who's 2 years older than I am, thank you very much.
I've never met him.
He exists.
I'm sure he does. I'm just saying brothers fight, family members fight. My sister and I, we don't physically fight, but we yell, scream each other. We've done that plenty of times, so it happens.
All right. So Thursday, Buffalo. Are you guys doing any sort of film review heading into that? I mean, it's week 1 of the preseason. There's probably not a lot of tape to look at, probably not a lot of carryover from your Bills game last year. Not that you guys want to relive that experience up until
that was a long day. That was a very long day, no. I mean, it kind of works like this. The first preseason game, starters don't play a ton. So you kind of just go in with your own game plan. Maybe you look at them a little bit. The second preseason game, you'll game plan a little bit, but it's that third preseason game where the starters will play a half. You really approach it like a game. That's really your final preparation before the actual game, because then that fourth preseason game, starters tend to not play a lot, and it's everybody else who's fighting for jobs get their opportunities.
Gotcha. Okay, so, we just touched on it, and I know that we're running out of time here for this segment, but you said that last season up in Toronto against the Bills was a very, very long day. Is no matter how much or how little you play on Thursday night, is that going to be a factor in the game for you guys at all?
What happened last year?
Yeah, just to maybe get some revenge?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's a preseason game at the end of the year. Whether we win or lose this game isn't going to count at the end. It's important, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying you can't let things that happened last year affect what you do now. You got to be smart. You got to prepare for this season and do what's right so you can be the best team this season.
All right, blowing the whistle on first down. Time to move on to second down. We're going to take a trip out to Colorado, talk to the lovely and talented, your real wife.
My real wife?
Your real wife. She's going to give us the update on Peyton Manning, who's she's just out there in Bronco territory, isn't she?
She is. She is surrounded by Bronco Nation everywhere, and they're nice people. I just get tired of it when I'm out there.
All right, and you hear the song we're playing here? Yeah, little
I
JC,
do. A little New Yorker. You're leading into our next segment,
That's
perhaps.
Right. We're going to talk Tim Tebow. We're going to talk Mark Sanchez. And, guys, I got to tell you, I am a little fired up about Mark Sanchez. Little fired up. I think that little fella
I just want to have a calm, rational discussion.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you're not a rational man.
And you're like my sister.
Whatever. This is Fourth and Pain. He's Adam Carriker. I'm Chuck Carroll. We'll be right back.